The Chicago Bears finally have a legit, return man in Devin Duvernay. And this is a guy that had some success over the course of his career. 5 seasons, but as a return man, 2-time Pro Bowler, 1-time first team All-Pro, one of the best return guys in the league in the NFL last couple seasons. Last year with Jacksonville, no production from him. 2023, really not too much production in Baltimore. Zay Flowers came in the mix, and that kind of reduced his role, minimized his impact. But in 2022 and 2021, he had some really good seasons with Baltimore. He had 400 yards, 37 catches, 3 touchdowns in 2022. He was kind of that, reliable gadget slot guy. Was a target that Lamar Jackson really was fond of. And in this offense, he's probably going to be receiver 4, but you're locking him in as a guy that could return punts and kick returns. So he's your number 1 return man for both spots. Over his career, he's averaged 12 yards per return. That's really good numbers for a return man. He has a lot of experience as a return specialist. And yeah, Hightower finally gets that experienced guy. And I think he could very much be what we want Avelis to be. That great returner. And then in the mix, be a decent receiver and be a good gadget guy. He could do that. He has 4.39 speed. He has big playability. Ben Johnson could use him as a gadget guy, end arounds, put him in the backfield, give him a couple handoffs, get him a couple screens. He could give us 200 yards. That's pretty solid for receiver 4 production. Zacchaeus can be that guy that maybe gets you 400 yards as a receiver 3. Then you have DJ Moore and Odunze. This receiver room looks pretty good. I feel confident in this group right now headed into the draft. I feel like Ryan Poles, Ben Johnson, they had a clear picture in mind of who else they wanted to add into this receiver room. Rondale Moore, Mecole Hardman, both of those guys visited Hallis Hall a couple days ago. And, Rondale Moore went to Minnesota. Mecole Hardman went to the Packers. But I think out of those guys, Devin Duvernay is a better return man. And he could provide you a little spark offensively, as well as some of those guys. Rondale Moore probably has a higher ceiling. Duvernay is 27 years old. Rondale Moore is like 25, I think. But still, you get exactly what you want with Devin Duvernay. So can't mess with this. He has 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown. So I'm really excited about what he can add to us with kickoff rules changing and stuff. He could be that playmaker that just helps us get in an even better position. And we've seen how big special teams can be. Josh Blackwell, that return he had for a touchdown against the Packers, that was the difference in the game, really. That was a big play for the Bears in that game. Set the tone, too. So Devin Duvernay, if he could take one back to the house for us, put us in good position, I think it will help this offense, big time. This defense big time as well. In his career, he's had 31 carries, 222 yards rushing. So I expect him to get a couple jet sweeps, a couple end arounds, and, put him in for 15 to 20 snaps, and let's see him get us 2 to 3 big plays in the game and help this offense just be that much more prolific. He could catch a couple deep balls too. So exactly what DeAndre Carter gave us, I expect Devin Duvernay to provide us that. I mean, this wide receiver room is only missing that big body receiver. I think we can look and find that in the draft. Maybe a Savion Williams from TCU. That would be insane. He's projected 4th round. If we could steal him, maybe. Jaden Higgins. Like, there's some really solid big body receivers that would complement this room really well. Even Nick Nash is 6'3", really good slot receiver. Has some good traits that I like that could, complement this receiver room. But right now it's looking like, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, they're in position to be number 1 and number 2 targets, the most important pivotal pieces in this offense, seeing how, the Bears didn't bring in a Cooper Kupp. Keenan Allen, I'd still be open to bringing him back. It looks like the market's drying up even more for him. I can't imagine him getting, 10 million, 12 million. I could see him ending up, potentially in Vegas, potentially with Arizona, these other teams, but I think I would still entertain a decent deal to get Keenan Allen in the building back with us. And you look at that receiver room, then Keenan Allen, that guy that's going to always be open, that veteran receiver in this room, another coach on the field, already great chemistry, already great connection with Caleb Williams, good chemistry with DJ Moore, good connection with Rome too. I really like bringing Keenan Allen back in the mix, but the money just has to make sense. Either way, you're in good position for the draft. So let me know down below what grade you give the Bears for this other signing and what other signings you want the Bears to make next. But I would want him to get an extension done with, Keenan Allen. I would want him to stay with the Chicago Bears for maybe 2 or 3 more years because he's coming off his best season last year with the Chargers.